Hi, my name is Calvin Pierce, and welcome to my COMP3097 Lab Exercise 5. So, in this lab, we have a class with two fields being name and age of a person, and we have an array which contains 5 instances of that person class, as you can see on our phone that is already running right up here. And we have a details page of when you click onto a name, it'll bring up the name and age of said person. So I guess I'll show you how it works first. When you run the app, you'll be presented to this screen right here. You can click on a name, we'll click on Paige Buchers, and as you can see, we have her name and her age. We can go back, we can do Jack Armstrong, John Doe, so you get the point, so on and so forth for every name. And now I'll show you a little bit about the code. So this is our storyboard right here. We start off with the navigation controller, and we have a root view controller connection to our table view controller. And what we have is we have a dynamic content of cells, and what we do is we actually connect that to our controller class called myTableViewController, and then we connect each, cell for the table. We connect it with a segue doing the transition show, which goes to the details page right here that shows name and age. So onto the fun code part. I'll scroll up to the top for you guys. What we do right here, we create our person class. We have our name, we have our age, and our initializer right here. That's just our constructor for it. We have 5 instances of our persons class. We have our persons list stored as an array of our persons class. And what we do is, as soon as we start running, we append those 5 into our persons list. And then we say our table, remember it is dynamic, is going to have as many columns as many rows, I guess, as the amount of persons in the person list. In this case, it's 5. So that's why you have all those 5 names. If we add one more, it'll be 6 names, so on and so forth. And then we go and we have our cells. This one is actually just so we can get the person name. We actually go and we look at the person list for whatever row. So say person list 0, and we store that in the name, we store that in a variable called person, and then we set the label to be the name. So John Doe, Jack Armstrong, yada yada. This is just our title for our header inside our table view. We named it people because our class is named person. And then you can see we go down here and we got our switch case for all of our people. You can see in case 0, which is John Doe, it'll bring up person list 0, which is first name in there, John Doe, age, so on and so forth. And if for whatever reason it bugs out or something, it'll go to not available and 0. Those are just the default values. Secondly, I'll go to our actual details view page. So we just have our name, our age, the 2 labels that we have there, and we just basically, after we click on one of our details, I'll go back to our table view for a second. Once we click on one of them, this switch case stores that inside of our other controller. It stores it inside the name and the age variable from the person's list. So we get them inside of these variables right here, and we set the label to be name, in case of the first one, John Doe, age, what did I say, 42? 42. And that concludes my COMP3097 Lab 5. Thank you for watching.